Metro Vancouver, home to nearly 2.8 million people in the 2021 census, and by 2050, 4.2 million people. That is, if the regional district's population projections hold true. It's all in a new report that's updated how the region calculates population growth.
Immigration is way higher than before. So historically, we usually had around 37,500 immigrants annually. Now, with new immigration level targets in first few years, it will be such a huge increase to 55.
The increase amounts to a 47% spike in the number of people arriving every year. And last year, a record number of immigrants came to Canada, made up of permanent residents and a huge proportion of temporary residents like students and foreign workers.
This gives us an understanding of how many, but still the details of how we're going to pay for it still have to be, I think, determined. How we're going to pay for it, when and where we're going to build it.
The report doesn't advise governments what to do next, but it provides a model for planning so we can estimate the demand for things like housing, infrastructure, utilities, and public transportation. But many of these sectors are already under strain. TransLink says it needs a new sustainable funding model to meet the needs of a growing population. BC Hydro says it's seeing historic system use and is looking for new sources of electricity. And housing affordability has long been a concern.
We have a significant task ahead of us, which is to build the amount of housing that we need in our communities. We are not going to be able to meet the test of how much housing we need without transit-oriented development, without the small-scale multi-unit legislation that we passed.
Experts say there is an upside, though, the potential for new labor, ideas, and aspirations.
And it's in that uncertain future that it goes down to leadership. And I think the biggest challenges is on a local level, but then also at a provincial level and a federal level, that we have a set of leaders which I think make us not, afraid of our future, but ready to embrace it.
Now, just 25 years to see how it turns out. Rob Easton, CBC News, Vancouver.